Matt and I met in high school, and we became best friends, and we dated for 7 years. I had surprised him and taken him away to Martha's Vineyard for his 25th birthday, and he proposed to me. We had the fairy tale wedding that I always wanted. Big gown and the Rolls Royce. We had a great day. Waited a year, and then we decided to have a family. We had our first son in 2004. It was in June of 2005. My dad had called and he said he wanted to try something new and had taken a class and was wondering if Matt and I would listen to his presentation.
I started with people I knew, my daughter Leanne and her friends and things like that.
We decided, now we have a family, we started a family, maybe we should get this life insurance. We had no real intention of getting it at the time when we were just going to listen to my dad.
She did take interest with what I had to say and decided that she and her husband Matt would buy the insurance.
I trusted my dad, I trusted Matt, and it sounded great. It was something now that if something happened to one of us, we have a child now to take care of. Used it as like that doesn't happen, but you should have it, just in case. In October of 2006, we had our daughter, Annalisa. We had our third child in January of 2009, Lauren. We loved our family times and coming home at night. We would wait for 5 o'clock when Daddy would come home, and everything was perfect. We had our 3 beautiful kids, healthy, happy, going in the right direction. We both had good jobs. Tuesday morning, I was getting ready for work. Matt was getting ready for work, as normal. Kissed each other goodbye. We told each other we loved each other, kissed the kids, went off to work. And Matt had to go help some friends paint. He was helping someone, as he always did. And then I got a phone call. And on the other line I heard, "Leanne, there's been an accident. You need to get to the hospital. They've just taken Matt there." I was home with my 3 babies, and I had no idea what was going on. And when I got there, Matt had passed away. And in that moment, my perfect life, my perfect family, just like that, was gone. I had many thoughts in my head. How am I going to survive? How am I going to take care of my kids? How am I going to go on in life? What am I going to do? But in reality, nothing really mattered at that moment in time, except that my best friend and my husband was gone.
One of the first things I asked Leanne was, "Leanne, do you still have your life insurance?" And she said, "I don't care about that. I just want Matt back."
I got the notification from Primerica that he had passed away, and I kind of came into their life at that point.
And then I heard from Mark, and Mark said, "Yeah, I have the check, but I'd really like to deliver it to Leanne personally." And I said, "Geez, she's really having a hard time, and I don't want her to have to go through that. Why don't you just mail it to her?" He said, "Oh, no, I can't do that. I got to talk to her. I want to talk to her, And I says, "Okay, fine."
He asked if he could come and meet with me, and in person he wanted to deliver my life insurance check.
And that's a testament to what Primerica does. It's not they mailed her a check, they sent a person there to ask them what exactly do they want to see happen, what's important to them, how can we help them.
So I see this big, tall guy walking up my driveway with tears in his eyes, actually. And he introduced himself, and I walked over. He gave me a hug. I had to give him a tissue because he was crying. And I knew at that moment that I could trust him.
I'm just glad that I'm able to help them with their challenges financially and advice in other areas as far as with finances.
The company was a great company, and I could see the potential there, but it wasn't really something that I was interested in as far as the sales part of it. So I decided I didn't have enough time to devote to Primerica.
The one sale Leonard made in his whole career was to his daughter and son-in-law, and then he passed away. Everything that I'm sure Matthew wanted to see happen for his family is now happening, even though he's not here.
My biggest thing and Matt's biggest thing was we always wanted to take care of our children.
I'm very confident that she's going to retire with the lifestyle she wants. The kids are going to school, that she doesn't have to work 1,000,000 hours to afford her house. Everything is set up, and just knowing you did that to change somebody's life like that's amazing to me. It's me, a truck driver, can do that, so it's pretty cool.
If I had not listened to Matt and my dad and signed for the life insurance, I would be in so much trouble right now, financially. I would have to go back to work full time. I would be away from my babies. As hard as it is to grieve, and I'm still grieving for my husband and my best friend. As hard as that is, it's so much less of a burden knowing that financially I'm okay. I'm okay.
I really do feel like the debt problem for Main Street America is an epidemic because we grow up around debt. Our parents typically usually have debt. Our government has debt. And everybody seems to supplement their lifestyle and their existence with a credit card or debt. Spend it now, pay it off later. And we saw really quickly where we were lacking. We weren't going to be out of debt till 2052. And looking at that seems pretty dire.
I spent lots of money to go and get a good education so that I could make good money and provide for my family, and my husband was building a successful business and we were doing all these great things, but yet we were barely making it. And the shame of that was horrible. And I think so many people are there and they're desperate and they don't know what to do, and they think they are the only people going through this. They think that everybody else has got their act together, and they feel like that they're fighting by themselves and they have nowhere to turn. They think the only help that they can get is to just go under and just throw their hands up and say, you know what, I'm done, I can't handle this anymore.
When you have debt and you're living beyond your means and you make choices that at the time seem like a good choice and a logical choice, but end up being the noose around your neck, as a man, there's not any worse feeling than to have a need in your life and it's not for you, it's for your family. It's not that you need to eat, it's because your kids have no groceries. It's the worst feeling in the world.
That's a horrible place to be. And to know that this company was going to go to bat for us. When my husband spoke with them, they didn't make him feel like he was unworthy. They made him feel like, you know what? You're in a bad place, but we're going to help you out.
We enrolled $17,000 of debt with Freedom Financial, and from start to finish, they work with you on constructing a plan, figuring out an amount that works in your budget to be applied towards your debt. And being able to refer a client to Freedom Financial is, I think, going to be one of the most rewarding things that we can do as agents. We can sit down with someone, and if they want help, and if they really want to change where they're at, we can refer them to Freedom Financial, and they can experience the impact in their financial picture just like we've experienced in our own personal finances. My grandfather always said that experience is the best teacher, but the tuition is really high. And we've paid dearly tuition-wise for the mistakes and the things that we've learned.
It feels so much better just to be able to wake up every day and know that we're on the right track. And we're not done yet, we're not finished yet, but that we've got somebody fighting for us and with us, and that my husband's not alone fighting this battle. Freedom Financial has been a blessing for us. It has been something that we never thought we would have to use, but so grateful that we found a company who had the values and integrity that we needed to be able to help us out of our bad situation.